Okay, and we should be live now, I'm hoping. Been having a bit of issue with OBS this morning, so hopefully things will be going good. Essentially what happened is yesterday OBS was capturing the game one way, this morning it didn't want to work that way, now it's doing it something else, so who knows what's going on. But I want to welcome Johnny Massengill, the Daily Ack, and Fireman17. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're doing some old school D&D. Going back to my youth. This was back in the late 80s, early 90s. The old SSI Gold Box D&D games were my jam. And I put many of hours into them. And played them all through growing up. Now, I know folks like Johnny, you were really into the D&D thing in your younger years, so I will kind of walk through it as we go. And so this first little bit's going to be a little slow just because we're going to just go through and give an understanding of what we're looking at for things. Good morning, country lady. I'm doing great, and how are you doing this morning? So we're going to get into the game. So essentially what you're seeing on screen is two windows. On the right is the game, on the left is the books. The books are now in PDF format, so it's a little easier to share what I'm doing. And all the information. Now, unfortunately for someone, if she joins us like Shaman, who's on her cell phone, it's really going to be tiny for her. So I do apologize if she ends up watching the stream today. But so in the world of D&D, it's you basically have a party, and that party goes out and solves a problem, in the game that's based on a set of interactions that you have throughout the realm that you're playing in. That's good, country lady. So we're going to create a party, and the way I always like to do my parties was a fighter, a ranger, a cleric. Actually, I guess I should go back. Sorry, just to give a better understanding for folks. So your fighters, they're your tanks. Now I can swap out a fighter for a knight, but I do have to be careful with knights because they cannot be the money holder of the party. Because knights have this wonderful knack of when you enter a town, they give all their money to the poor. And that means that if you were going to go buy gear or things like that, or even level up somebody in your party, you may not have the money that you wanted. So usually I would do a fighter, but in this case I'm going to do a knight. I'm going to do a ranger, which are your bow people, essentially. They can do bows, they can do swords. And they're really nice to have, especially in the front row, because they can both tank and deal damage at range. Then the plan is to have a cleric, which are your healers. So these are the guys that will heal your party up, but they are also can be very tanky. I have had some very tanky clerics over the years, and You can really have a cleric that can do a lot of damage, especially when you get fighting the undead. Because a really strong cleric can completely decimate an undead army in one turn. Then in the back, so that'll be the front row, is knight, ranger, cleric, and then the back row is going to be made up of a thief and 2 mages. And I like to use 2 mages because then you're just spitting magic at the enemy, especially once you level them up. Now, because we're going to have a knight, we have to be a lawful good party, because otherwise you're going to have issues with your party. And then to give you a bit more understanding, there are the races of the realm that we're playing in, which is the Ansalon region, where the Krynn games take place. So you have 2 types of elves, the Sylvanesti and the Qualinesti, and essentially the Sylvanesti, those are your hoity-toity elves. They're your high elves. They're the, nose stuck up in the air. They're your stereotypical. If you've seen Lord of the Rings, they'd be like Elrond. Would be one of these. The Qualinesti elves, they're more used to being around people of other races, so they'd be sort of like wood elves, maybe, or hill elves. Good morning, Amp. Glad you can make it. And then you have half elves. Those are your elves. Basically, they bred with humans. Interracial mingling between elves and humans have led to half elves. They get some of the good traits of elves. They get some of the good parts of humans. And then they can, deal with that. Then you have your mountain dwarves. Those are, Moria dwarves. And your hill dwarves, those would be like the ones that were in I did not amp because probably had OBS open at the time, so I didn't get any notifications once I open OBS. I have it set so it stops those coming through. But I will go check right now. We're going to interrupt what I'm doing and Well, thank you very much, Amp, for doing that. I greatly appreciate it. You are the best as always. The hill dwarves would be a lot like the ones that we saw in the what was those ones? Not the Lord of the Rings books, but the Hobbit books. A lot of those dwarves would have actually been hill dwarves, not mountain dwarves. And then lastly, we have the Kender, which are essentially your hobbits of this realm. They're small people. They make great thieves. They're very resistant to a lot of things, and they're very useful in a fight. And lastly, of course, there's humans. So there's all those wonderful races. So we're gonna start by creating a knight, and I believe. Let me just pull up a table. There's I need. It just makes it a little easier for me. If I can find it. It's not in this book. Okay, that's right. These were before they had them in these books. So we'll just create a human. Or actually, maybe see if I can create a half-elf knight. Let's see if I can do a half-elf knight. So Amp likes the idea of a half-elf. Okay, well, I think we'll make Amp a knight. Guess what, Amp? You just became a knight. Let's see. So this is a lot of detail on this screen. Key things, their status, hit points, their stats, and then steel, that's the money, experience points, armor class. These things down here have interesting parts to them. So, but we're going to roll through and let's see. Knights, if I remember correctly, knights needed. They don't have to be smart, but they have to be strong. And so you got 17 strength, 17 out of 18 strength, that's good. Charisma, 17 out of 18, that's also good. That means you're a good talker. Intelligence of 13, you're above average. Wisdom, 14, that's above average. Dexterity means you're going to be dodging. So intelligence, that's your smarts. Wisdom, that's your knowledge. Dexterity, that's your ability to dodge and block. And constitution, that's your leads to your hit points. That's actually not a bad roll. So I think I'm going to take that one. And we're going to call this Lady Amp the Vamp. I can't go that long. Amp Lady Ampy Poo. There we go. It sounds muffled. Now, if you're talking in-game sound, there's no in-game sound. But if you're talking me, Johnny, let me know. Just let me know, everybody, if it's still fine. So there we go. And let's see. We're going to give Amp. Well, because she likes wearing that green dress in Disney. We're going to give her some green to her outfit. There we go. And we'll give you a... See if I can give you... Wait, no, that's strong thing. Arts, weapon. Yeah, Disney. Thank you, Amp. Jeez. I could not think of the name for that moment. We are going to see if they have a lance in here. Nope, but we'll give you a nice big sword. There we go. Okay, so we've created Lady Amp, our knight. I think we're gonna make a elf, male, ranger. Awful good. Let's see. Rangers need high constitution, so we want reroll the stats. A little bit. Good constitution, good strength. Well, Johnny, I'm going to make you into an elf ranger. Let's see if I can. Slightly better. Oh, I like that roll. That's a good roll. Johnny the elf. Oh, let's see. I'm not. Yeah, let's keep that. Okay. Well, good morning, Shaman. Yes, happy 3-day weekend eve. Happy 4th of July eve. And all that goes with that. Yeah, that would be nice if you're able to leave a little early today, country lady. Let's make our cleric a dwarf. No, we'll make it a human. Cleric's gonna be a human. Female cleric. And wait, I made a mistake there. Select human, female, cleric. Now, guys, select your god. Good align gods. Paladin. Well, that's too bad, Amp. Sad to hear. And I do not blame you, country lady. I always enjoyed doing that myself. So we're gonna give our cleric. Yeah, that's best thing, Amp. I'm really sorry this happened to her. She doesn't deserve it. But she's lucky she's got you. Now we can make our cleric really good against undead, or we can make our cleric a really good healer. I think I'm gonna make against undead. Awful good. And wisdom is the key skill for clerics. So I'd like something higher on the wisdom table. That is not good because it's low strength. It's good, but low hit points, but just have to be careful. And we're going to make... there. Country Lady is going to be our cleric. And... that's a mace. She'll be using a mace. Because I love giving my clerics a nice big heavy mace. Now we're going to create our thief. Just going to be a Kender. No. Thief. Neutral thief. And I just have to re-reference my tables again, because I always do. For thieves. They need anything special? No. Yeah, we will sick the Blurgmeister Shaman on everybody that upset Bella. But yeah, give Bella a big hug for us all, Amp. Because she definitely does not deserve what happened to her. Okay, we're going to need high dexterity. That's actually pretty good dexterity. Pretty good hit points. I'm pretty happy with that one. And we're going to name our thief Blurg. And I always give my thieves a bow. So, not a crossbow, but a bow. And now we just have to create our wizards. Which one will be an elf? Male. Age. Good. We want high intelligence. It's actually not too bad. Yeah, we'll keep that. And this one will be me. Yeah, just got a little too much hair there. Gotta go for the more bald with a beard. And I'll create one more. It's gonna be a half elf mage. And this is one I always have in every game I play. 18. That's perfect. Wait, no. Yeah, I do not want to use that one. Is Zora. Okay, so let's just add all our people. Yep. Johnny the Elf, Country, Blurg, Zora, and me. Okay, now, first thing I gotta do, take the money away from me. We'll give it to Shaman. Just make sure Amp doesn't give away all our money. Okay. So we're going to save. Save. Boom. Now it is time for us to go adventuring. And so essentially in this realm, the backstory is that years ago, the land was overrun by dragon armies, which I can show over here, which is draconians. So these are bipedal dragons. So the bipedal dragons, and then there are your traditional, breathing fire, poison, lightning, blah, blah, blah dragons. But they overran the realm, and we are going to be that's funny, Amp. And essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to work with the last human outpost to take back the realm from all these creatures that have taken over. And then we're going to run into some very interesting things, including Death Knights, various dragons and draconians. I believe there's going to be a fair bit of undead, trolls, all sorts of wonderful horrors that just no one likes to deal with. And so Sir Carl, that we meet at the inn here, is joining us and taking us with him to the outpost, and because he's got to do some reporting back. This is the overall game map. We are all the way up here in the top left. There's another settlement right here that's been overrun by the bad guys. And then essentially through time, we're going to be working our way across the map. And then, so we are arriving near Throtel, which is that spot right there. And they take us to go see the Commandant, a Knight of the Rose. And they're sending us out to Throtel to do a patrol and reporting suspicious activities. And then we go over to our journal. And we look up journal entry 51. The worst monsters our scouts have reported anywhere in the area are hobgoblins, draconians, and evil dragons. Hobgoblins, period. Draconians and evil dragons have long since abandoned the area to our forces. Still be very wary on your way to Throttle. Also, be sure to report back here immediately if anything unusual or dangerous occurs. This outpost depends on information brought back by patrols such as yours. Good luck, and may Paladine, which is his god, watch over you. So hobgoblins are probably going to be the primary critter we're going to run into, and they're just human-sized goblins. Usually have a leader, and then all that. So, yeah, he does have a very walrusy mustache, shaman. And then we'll get equipment and all that. So first thing gotta do, go to the armory, pool all our money, and let's take a look and see what items people have. So our knight has plate mail, shield, longsword. So Amp's ready to go into battle. Johnny the elf has absolutely nothing. Country lady, our cleric, has nothing. Shaman, our thief, or Blurg, our thief, has nothing. Sora, nothing. And me, nothing. Okay, so we have to buy a few things. Well, Johnny's going to get a longsword. Shield. Buy a shield, or did it? No, okay. Shield. Then we're going to give him a bow. How much money do we have? I forgot to take. 31. Uh-oh. Okay. Johnny's going to trade the bow to the thief. Ready. Our cleric needs a mace, a shield, and what's that? Our thief has a bow, but I need to give some arrows. 60 arrows. And you get a hoopak because you are a kindred. And our wizards both get a quarterstaff. Now, one thing is with wizards, or mages as they're called in this game, they can't wear armor. So they are very pincushiony, shall we say. And as such, you really do have to make sure the enemies can't hit your wizards, because they are squishy and they will die. How much money do we got left? We got 21 steel left. So, Amp doesn't need armor, but these three do. Now, the kindred can only wear leather armor as a thief. Just merge those together. Ready that. Ready your bow. And ready your arrows. So that leaves us with Well, I can buy 2 sets of rig mail, which is, if you've seen historical, it's the chainmail armor that's got the bigger rings. So where like chainmail armor's got the tight rings. Ring mail has larger rings, so it's not as durable as the other. 4 steel. Can I buy Johnny a bow? Nope. Johnny does not get a bow right now. So, we'll get him a bow later. Actually, we'll probably take a bow off some dead people. To ready him up. Ready that up. That up. Okay. Yeah. You know what, country lady? This is what you need for your next time somebody brings in a stack of stuff to put on your desk. Mace, some armor. Just slap the mace down on your desk and be like, you really want to give me that stack? Yep. Oh, are you going to Walmart after work today? Oh, I feel sorry for you, country lady. That is not going to be a good time to be in a Walmart. And we're going to give Shaman the money again, because, again, we don't want Amp giving our money away to her god. So next, we're going to go to the inn, because some people have to learn their spells. Let's see. Can't memorize anything yet. Country lady gets some spells. Okay, so you get silence, 15-foot radius, and then cure light wounds. So silence, 15-foot radius, is a spell you can cast out if you have if you're going up against enemy mages, because mages have to speak their spell. Clerics don't. Clerics can just, cast a spell. So you can't silence cleric, but you can silence a mage from casting a spell. So that's where that one comes in handy. No, Shaman won't be able to memorize anything. And then we have our mages, which I'm going to give 3 magic missiles and a sleep. So magic missile, that's, they point at somebody, they say a few words, a dart shoots out of their finger, shoots them and hits the person, causes some damage. Sleep does exactly what it sounds like. It makes people in a radius go to sleep. And then same thing for this one. And again, right now, our party is kind of, like I said earlier, pincushiony. And that's unfortunately the way it is. We have to rest for 5 hours. It takes time because the magic users, they have to memorize the spell. So it's basically what they're doing is they're sitting there and going over the spell, to the point in which they remember the spell itself, and then the cleric It's more the incantations. They're just, preparing the incantations so that they can shoot off their the healings or the silent spell when they do it. And everybody else, they just sleep. Okay, so we'll save again. You're always saving. And this is how old this game is. Back when you ran it through DOS, pre-Windows. For any of you old enough to remember before Windows. Okay, so the hall is where you go to train. We can't train right now, so no point even trying. Commandant, he's the one who gave us the mission. Vault, that's where we can put our money, but it has to be in lots of 100 steel. And they charge you 20 steel to do a transaction. They're worse than Bank of America. Temple, this is where you go heal, or basically heal different wounds, diseases. And if somebody happens to get stabbed a couple times, you can raise them from the dead. So that's what they do there. And we have the bar where you can have a drink, relax. They'll tell you a tavern tale, like Tavern Tale 40. Let me come down to the Tavern Tales. Tavern Tale 40 is don't drink the beer, the bartender washes his feet in it. Disgusting. So we will leave. And now we're going to leave town. So we are at the outpost. We are going to move. Oh. Caravan under attack by Draconians. The Draconians have already massacred the men and are now slaughtering the women and children. They see us and rush to attack. Yay! So we're going to and shot and missed. I'm going to delay the wizards. Lady Amp is going to guard. So by going into guard, when somebody comes into range, she will just automatically attack them. And then same with the country lady. I'm going to delay the wizard again. And guard. Okay, so there's no more attacks. I'm going to put them into guard. And we're going to we're going to attack that one. Oops. Oh, I can't attack that one because it's behind a tree. So it's blocked. I can't see it. There we go. I did 4 points damage. And Amp just killed a Draconian. We're going to cast a magic missile. On this one. Now we're going to move Johnny up. He's going to attack. Do another magic missile. That one. move Shaman so she can see the Draconians. She missed. And Country Lady just died. Went down. Though she went down, she did not die, in actual fact. So I should clarify that. Oops, nope. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, she's just unconscious. We'll get her up. I'm just going to step in. Get that one. Johnny missed. I'm not going to waste any more spells. Oops. Wrong way. Oops, Shaman did some good damage there. That missed. Johnny missed. There we go. Johnny took out a Draconian. And yeah, took out a Draconian. How do you become a cleric in real life? Okay, so done quit. Now I had to do done quit on Shaman because she's armed with a bow. She can't go into a defensive stance. I'm doing air quotes. You guys can't see me doing it, but I'm doing air quotes. And but what it is she can't be in a guard stance like everyone else can because she's not using a melee weapon. And we all got some experience points. Now we get to take loot. Don't worry, Country Lady, I will get you up. So Shaman will take the money. And unfortunately, no weapons or armor or anything like that we can take. The caravan lies in waste before you. The air is filled with the sounds of wailing women and children. All the Draconians are slain, save for one who rips a book from a dead man's hand. He turns to you and merely laughs. Then he takes a step and disappears. Which probably was magic using Draconian. Don't worry, Country Lady. In time, you will be very powerful. One of the surviving women comes up. Brave warriors, will you help us reach the outpost? All our menfolk have died. Do you help? Yes. We will escort them back to the outpost. And this is why Amp can't carry any money, because she gives a tithe to the knighthood. Which, if she had had the money, would have been like 80% of the money that we had. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to the inn. We're gonna rest for a day. So Country Lady gets up. There we go. She wakes up. And now we're just gonna have her cast some spells to do some healing. And then we'll rememorize things. So heal Johnny, heal herself, heal herself. Yeah, see, the problem is Country Lady's a little pincushiony right now. Like a few of them. So, just have to be a little bit careful with her. Now, just rememorize her spells. missile. Magic missiles. And we'll rest. Yeah, that first battle, it's always that way. They do that in a lot of games where they just give you a bit of money. So that if there was stuff you were missing, you could probably afford to buy it. Now that said, I don't think we actually can. I don't think that buys Johnny a bow yet. But I should buy Blurg a few more arrows. Oh no, I can get Johnny a bow. Okay. So Johnny gets his bow. And we'll give him... Oh, right. I got to pull the money first. Then Johnny gets his bow. And we'll give him 60 arrows to start. And we'll give my shaman some more arrows. She's going to chew through arrows. And then make sure we retake our money. And then just do a little bit of cleanup here. Just merge all those into that. And join those, ready those, and give Johnny his bow. Actually, no. Leave that up like that. Now we'll go talk to the Commandant. So you should probably tell him that we had that encounter. So you enter the office to the sounds of battle. Sir Carl drives his sword through the Commandant, who collapses. Sir Carl drives his sword through the Commandant, who collapses. A body then... Sorry, I had to take a sip of fluid. The body then rises and becomes a Sivak, which is a Draconian. Sir Carl murmurs, I was afraid of this. So the Commandant himself was a Draconian in disguise. As you report, his face grows gray. I don't know how his face could grow any more gray. He already had a gray mustache, gray hair, but okay. His face grows gray. This is much worse than we had feared. We have a patrol in Throttle. Karamon leads it. Find him, tell him he is desperately needed here. The imposter has emptied this outpost of troops. I know you are inexperienced, but I have no one else to send. So we have to go find one of his knights. We're just going to pop back in the inn for a second so I can do a save. And then we're going to head out again. See you a bit, Johnny. Have a fun walk. And again, we're going to head up to Throttle. And this is our hobgoblins. Now, at Throttle, let me just check the book. So we're being sent by Sir Carl to find Caramon in the abandoned city. Bit backstory. Throttle was built by hobgoblins and was deserted after the War of the Lance. As you enter the city, you realize that the information you got is extremely out of date. We're stopped by hobgoblin guards who try to kick us out. And, well, we're not going to take kindly to that, so we are going to attack them. And now we're going to face off against hobgoblins. So I got warriors, hobgoblins, hobgoblin leaders. And this is where a good old sleep spell sometimes comes in handy. Put all of them asleep. Keep. And and Country Lady goes down again. Oh, I maybe shouldn't have accepted the. It was really good wisdom stat, but your armor points was really low. Okay, now that there's somebody next to Blurg, we gotta switch from the short bow to the hoop hack. Because you can't shoot a bow up close. And unfortunately, at this level, there we go. Goodbye. We are not doing well. Let's have our party down. Somebody is. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a chance. Cast. Good. Yeah. Listen up. You know. What do I want to do? Done. Bandage. So that stops Johnny from dying. No, done. Bandage. Stops that one from dying. We may lose this one. Yep, we are going to lose. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, this is why you save. Okay. Nobody look, but we're gonna solve some of our pin cushiony effects. Country lady, you are just a little too pin cushiony. So we are going to make you a little less pin cushiony. See you in a bit, App. Make sure you give Beller a big ol' hug for all of us. That. And I'll give you a bump there and there. That should make you last a little longer in combat. We have KP modified, KP modified. Okay, so none of them can be modified. Okay. Let's try that again. Now, we have to attack, because we have to attack. Can you cast anything? No, that's... And misses. Oh, dear God. This is not going to go well. Okay, I'm gonna have to recreate your character, country lady, because you are just a little too pincushiony. Yep. Wow, that was okay. Let's create a new character. What do we on my country lady? Give me a second here. I need to back over here. Let's try. Magic poison. Okay. Let's try making you a hill dwarf. Alright. Oh, but you're only have 3 orcs. Oh. I guess. Okay. We'll try it. Giving neutral good. Still only have 8 hit points. Ugh. Oh, shoot. I did not want to do that. You know. Hill dwarf. Cleric, 3 orcs. Neutral good. Reroll stats. That's 10 hit points. Not great wisdom. Good wisdom, good dexterity, good strength. Constitution's not that bad. Let's try that. Okay, let's load the game. And move. No, we're going to view this one. Items. This. Johnny the Elf. Magnet. Remove that one. Add. Country Lady. I will have to change the party order in a minute. Bump a couple of your stats. Just to make you a little bit more survivable. There, yeah. Trade to trade. Trades. New. Exit. You. Ready. Items. Ready. Repeat. Save. Adventuring. We're going to go to the inn. Alter. Order. And move you up there. other option is I could actually do this. It should swap the ends that you appear in as well. That might give you a little bit better chance to survive, country lady. And we'll do magic, memorize your spells. Exit. Save. Exit. Okay, let's try this again. Go cast sleep. Oh. Right there. And we're gonna cast sleep here. Put it there just to be safe. Okay. There we go. Now we're doing a bit better this time. You healed yourself. Yeah, it's one of the things you can do in these games. Some people think it's cheating, but sometimes you just need to adjust the character's stats a bit. Because these first few battles, till you get that first level up, those first few battles can be quite a challenge. This can't do anything. There we go. And we won. So huzzah, we won. Okay, so we get a lot of same stuff: ring mail, broadswords, shields, broadswords, ring mail. Just looking for anything that stands out. Scale mail, that's better than what we got, so we'll take that. Broadswords, another scale mail. Broadswords. I didn't see anything else. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to go like this. Few items. Trade these to here and trade this one to here. Few items. Okay, so the armor class you have right now is 3. Armor class 2, so that's a little bit better. That's good. Few items. And armor class 5. So lower your armor class, the better it is. Is the way to think of an armor class. So now we're going to just load up on stuff. Take it back and sell it. There. Okay, so we're going to turn around. We're going to leave town. No. And we're going to just head back here. Thankfully, Amp did not have any money. But what we're going to do is head to the armory. Pull all the money. We'll start here. Few items. Nothing there to sell. Items. And we're just going to sell. Just keeping an eye on the value, because if there's something special about it, we'll get offered a higher price. And then we'll have to just do some other steps. But and technically broadswords are better than long swords, but they have a lower chance to hit when you roll the dice. They would do more damage, so I don't like using broadswords personally. It's personal preference. But some do, some don't. You know, that's each person who plays the game's personal choice, and that's why they give you lots of options on things you can and cannot. Nope, I don't want to sell the boat. That. They do, yes. Encumbrance. So that's my weight, and that's why now, because Amp is wearing. So I guess first off, what I should start with is she has a high strength. So that means she's able to carry more But you'll also see her movement is 3 right now. So in battle, she could only move 3 squares. Now, once I sell all this stuff, now I've sold half of it, let's say. We'll come back. Now her encumbrance is lower, but she can also move 6 squares now. So they do actually factor in the weight of items. And later in the game, that can actually come to bite you in the butt if you're a little loot goblin, because it'll yeah. So now her encumbrance is 575. She can still only move 6 squares, but and they don't actually have it in here. Okay. In later games, there's another stat that's their. So this is the damage roll. So for her longsword, it's a die 8, so an 8-sided die plus 1. So the chance of damage she can do with longsword is 8 plus 1, which is 9. So anywhere from 1 to 9 on each hit. So yeah. And she's got 3,776 experience. Let me check the book over here. When can she level up? Knight of the Crown. At 5,000 experience points, she can level up to a level 2 knight. So she needs another 1,000 or so experience. Or, sorry, 1,300 experience. Let's pool the money. And even money has weight. Like I'll show here. 578 is the encumbrance. 1. And now your encumbrance is 849. Now, I like to give the money to the back row people. And usually I give items. Like, technically, I should have given all those items that I gave the front row people to the wizards, because the wizards have basically no encumbrance. Because they can't wear armor. They can't wield swords and shields, which are heavy. They just have a branch in their hands. They have a stick. Exactly, Shaman. Yeah. Heavier weight equals dead. And so the idea is that in battle, if we were getting overrun, especially in the higher stage game, I could back my mages off by 12 squares, and then just getting them, at that point, whipping out fireballs at the enemies or whatever, but being safe from, say, enemy archers. And I just realized I am 314 years old. It's gonna sound funny, but I've always given my thief the money. I've always given the thief the purse. In every play I've done of these things, for whatever reason, I just trust my thief to hold the purse. Let's see, that's good there. Few items. Oh, I didn't sell. There we go. Ring mail. The cleric levels up at 4,000 experience points, so Potential Ladies basically needs 1,900 more experience points to level up. Our Ranger levels up at... Okay, so he's already a level 2 Ranger. He goes up to a level 3 Ranger at 4,500 experience points. So Johnny's almost ready to level up in another 1,000 experience points. Blurg levels up at, so you're level 2, so you'd be a level 3, which would be, you can actually level up, Shaman. You're ready to level. So it looks like you're going to be able to level up. Our white mage, level 2, so she'll be going to level 3. She doesn't level up till 10,000, so she's got a long ways to go. And I think I'm the old one of the party. Yeah, I am the old one of the party. Okay, so in that case, we're going to go to the trading hall. Make Shaman a level 3 knight. Or thief. So now your hit points went up, because what's calculating your hit points is a roll of 3 die 6. So a 6-sided die, 3 of them rolled. So that'd be anywhere from 6 to 18 plus any bonuses because of your character. Oh. Okay, so everything else stayed the same. You just got a little bit tankier. I'm just gonna. It seems like I just want to check something here. You can't modify them. Okay, good. And now we're gonna go to the inn. Probably should have reported in to the boss man, but not gonna. Till we recover. Sleep spell. Magic missiles. Memorize. Sleep spell. Magic missiles. And we're gonna rest. Oh. Yeah, you gotta do some healing. There you go, you're actually he's healed up. Now I could go over to the temple and pay and have them heal our characters, but I ain't got time for that. I don't want to give anybody else my money. It's hard earned. There we go. I'll memorize again. Yes. Rest. And boom. Save. Okay. No. Exit. Okay, let's go see the commandant. Okay, he's out of office. Locate the guy. So, I mean, we are a little bit better going in. We got better armor classes for our front row people now. 2 of our front row people. So, hopefully, we do better this time. And I'm just going to roll this back up here. Where am I going? Good. Sorry. Good. Now. What are we going to face as we come in here? So there are 6 random encounter types possible. Types of creatures we will encounter include giant rats, giant centipedes, hobgoblins, skeletons, zombies, ghouls, baz draconians, evil spellcasters. Some random encounters will include evil clerics and the dreaded black robe mages. Yay. Okay, so we enter in here. So we are going to... Okay. Yes. So because we killed the gate guards, they're no longer there, so we don't have to worry about fighting them anymore. So we're going to... here. And where did it come here? And we're going to parlay. And nope. They don't want to talk. Just... I'm going to actually delay your attack. I'm going to delay that one's attack as well. Get a sleep spell out there. Yeah, giant centipedes. They can be nasty. Hobgoblin leader. Oh dear God, yes. Oh. This has to be one of the worst starts I've ever had in this game. Oh, jeez. This is getting ridiculous. Uh-oh. Oh no, country lady's dead. Just let that guy run away. Unless he's trapped. He's trapped. Oops. Hit him from here. No. Oh, that did not go well. No. You item. Drop the shields because shields have no value. Now we gotta go back to town again. Let's go to the armory and pull up the money. Get all the money we can get. Because somebody up and died. Actually, two are dead. That's not good. I may not get enough money to be able to recover everybody. Oh, dear God. Well, we couldn't afford to raise our dead. Okay. Well, that, bit of a problem. Actually, not now. We're gonna exit. And, um, okay. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Well, just, make sure there's no money on you. Nope. Yeah, we could, but being down two characters at this point is too much, so we're just gonna roll Country Lady a new character. She's not gonna be an elf this time, or a dwarf this time. Let's make her, an elven cleric. It's Jerry, it's the one I want. Yep. Good. Stats, yes, yes. Ah, crap. Create a character. Homestead. Female. Cleric. Jerry. Lawful good. Reno stats. Okay, 16 hit points. That's good. Wisdom's a little low, but I can bump that up. Let's try rolling again. Let's see if we can get something a little better. Good dexterity. Good constitution. 15 hit points. Wisdom's not bad. Let's keep that one. And look at that. Poof. She was never dead. She was never dead. Don't know what anybody's talking about. And we're just gonna give her a little extra hit points. It's just Max. Country lady out. Let's try her dangest to keep her alive this time. um, I think Zora's dead too. Yes. So we need a new mage. Yeah, basically what happens in the back end is a dice generator generates all the skills and that. And we're just applying modifications to it because apparently we are just a little too pin cushiony. A little bit more pin cushiony than I thought we were. Let's just put it that way. And need to trade to, no, trade to Blurg. Right. Apparently Zora's got the money. Instant. Look, you're actually a very important part of the party, country lady, so you do actually have to stay alive. Because we need you when we run into the undead. Let me just double check. No money, no items. Okay. There's Zora. Yep. And create a new Zora. We'll make her elf, female, mage, good. Yeah, must protect country ladies. uh, let's see. Let's re-roll. Okay, that might be the best I can get right there. Okay, let's try that. And again. That's what best we can do to keep her alive. Now, we'll go over to the inn. Minus those. Minus those. And now we just gotta spend a little bit of time fixing up the party. Okay. Memorize your spells again. There. Alter the order of the party. Right there. Okay. Now we need to go and trade this back to you. There, your armor class is 1 this time, so that should make it a lot harder for them to hit you. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Country lady stays alive this time. Just say, exit. Now, one of the things we can do too to help us out is buy our wizard some darts, because they can actually throw darts. So and no, there's nothing, no better armor that I can buy anybody, so which is kind of unfortunate. That's one thing we could definitely use. I'll do a save. Now we're going to, just thinking, is there anywhere else in this town I can get equipment? No, there's not. Okay, you want to enter? Yes. Now, back to what we were doing. This time, if we go... Okay, let's do that. There, we won a battle. Do I want to run back to town for more money? No. No, we're going to start playing smart. Yeah. And we're going to have... Yeah, we should be good. The gibbering man with fear stumbles into view. He cries out in anguish, Caramon, where are you? Look out. Above you, it's a trap. We record the rest of his speech as journal entry 38. Let's see. 36, 37, 38. Okay, see you later, country lady. Have a good lunch. I know I left Luke behind, Shaman, but you don't want to get bogged down. is, I guess, the best way to put it. We don't want to be bogged down going into combat. And I think there's combat just ahead. Let's see. So Journal entry 38. They're back. Back there. Who? Look out. No, no, no. I stabbed one, but it took my sword. I couldn't get it out of its body, Caramon. His eyes cleared for a moment, and he becomes more lucid. Listen to me. He says, they've captured Caramon. Most of our party has been wiped out. He suddenly jerks. What's that? Get them. They've got Caramon. Find him. I'll find him north, north and west, and south. Traps. Back up. Go back now. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Look out above you. Oh no, oh no, oh no. He gets sly and slightly mad, conspiratorial look on his face. I saw a money chest in a room to the east. I'm going to get it, and I'm set. He looks around and leads towards you. If you want to help, huh? What do you say? Terra's look comes back. He screams and gasps in terror. And I mean, it wasn't exactly high value loot either, Shaman. I mean, there's, all honesty, we're going to get better stuff very quickly. Actual fact. If I come here, oops. I come over here. So we're going into number 8. Yeah. Let's see. 9. Okay, so we are going to come here. We're going to eavesdrop. Now, where are they? They're there. So, knowing that, we're going to put people here. Yes, there's Money Chest East. I think it's in this room. It's either this room or there's a room to the north of this one. I can't remember which one it's in, but it's in one of those ones. So. Come on. Magic missile. Oh my. That's right. As Draconians are resistant to magic. Not bunched up enough yet to be able to do a sleep spell. Oh, that's not good. Um, it only makes a difference, Shaman, in how they appear in battle. So the top three appear in the front row, the bottom three appear in the back row. But in the actual order of battle is a random 1d20 dice roll that every character in the battle makes. And that sets the order of battle. So my characters and the enemy AI characters all did this in the background, and the game then sets up a table that basically says this is the order that everything goes in. And now there are things that can adjust that through the battle, but what am I using? Yeah. But generally, the order is set at the start of battle. Oh, I've thrown all my darts. Okay. I think I'll just have to do it the hard way. Now, Johnny's character, for the remainder battle, does not have a sword. Because when he killed that draconian, it got stuck in the draconian scales, and he won't be able to recover his sword until the battle's over. So essentially, Johnny's just punching people in the face right now. Um, Sorry, I keep getting messages on my phone. I'm waiting for a very specific message to come in. So I have to keep looking over at my phone every time I see it flash. Um, oh. There. Yourself. Lady healed herself. There we go. There we go. Only one. Everybody's still alive. Okay, so we get some money out of this one. 10 steel. Now, first off, I need to make sure. Jumping slung sorcery equipped. Ringmail, broadsword, ring. It's all standard stuff. You can hate me, but I'm not taking it. No. Yeah. This is not the room, I think, with that in it. So, here, next to here. Now, if I remember correctly, this. Okay. This is where Country Lady should shine. Because she just wiped out. Oh. That's not good. But she just wiped out the entire undead army of that cleric. So. There we go. We defeated the enemy cleric. Now, we'll take money. We got some good money there. Okay. We get a couple cleric scrolls. Mace, shield, chainmail, shield, potion. Now this is a safe place to rest. This is why you want to find that spot, because this is now a place where I can rest. Because if I rested elsewhere on the map, I would get disturbed every time I went to rest. But now I won't. Okay, so we need to memorize some spells. But first, let's see what. Can we scribe anything? Nope. View items. Neutralize poison. Neutralize poison. Probably not all that useful, but you never know. And then potion, we don't know what this is. Chainmail. I want to check that stuff out a little closer back in town. Memorize. Yes. Yeah, memorized. Magic missile. Memorize. Um, memorize. Magic missile. Yes. Memorize. Yes. Memorize. Cure light wounds. Yes. Rest. Rest. Heal Johnny up. Heal herself up. Another round of memorizing. Yes. Rest. Save. Now, from here, I did that one too quick. Okay, let's. We're gonna move. Oops. The giant rats and the centipedes. No, she can't. There we go. We won that one. And no real loot. So. Okay, this brings us back to the entrance. There we go. Yep. Ooh, zombies. Miss those. Okay, so let's do this one. Then we're gonna turn undead, and well, we took out a couple of the zombies. That's not so bad. Really should have gone back to town and got more darts. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I kind of screwed up. Shaman is, and I'm just kind of in my head going, I really wish I hadn't screwed up, but it's neither here nor there for this one. Basically, what I should have done was that last time I went by the entrance way, I should have left and gotten more ranged weaponry for my mages. Because it would make some of this combat a little bit faster, a little bit quicker. Here, take that one out. That one's done. Boom, done. And no loot. Okay, now. Where am I? I'm right there. Yes, I just go down, back over. Okay. What is in area 5? Okay. Oink. That out. Delay his attack. Turn undead and get rid of the skeletons. There we go. That should be that battle done. So that's there. Bing. Okay. So now we'll go back to the outpost. And we're gonna first shaking the covenant. Still closed. Armory. Yeah, let's see. Sells for nothing. Sells for nothing. Oh, that is a good shield. The fact that shield is selling for 1,250 steel, that tells me that's a special one. I'm going to spend some money and identify it. First, I got to put the money together. There we go. Shield +1. We're going to ID this potion of healing. So we're going to give both these to Country Lady to do our darndest to try and keep her alive a little longer. We're going to give the chainmail to Country Lady. So I want to see if this is nothing special. Nothing special. See if there's anything we can do to keep her alive. Okay, so now she had an armor class of 1. Now she's got an armor class of 0. So there we go. We just gave her some better armor. And we're going to sell her shield. Alrighty, that. Now she's got an armor class of -1, which means it's even harder for the enemy to hit her. So she should survive longer in the next combat, which is a good thing. And then she's got the potion of healing, which she can use on herself, if need be. Now, buy some arrows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 120 arrows for you. And some darts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that gives a supply of offensive weaponry next week or two. Let me think. Is there anything else? No, let me check now. So we've had some combat. Let's check and see levels. White mage. To become a level 3 needs 10,000. No. Nope. To be a level 4 rogue requires 5,000. So getting close, but not there yet. Level 2 cleric takes 4,000. She's almost there. 1,200 and she'll be set. A ranger. Be level 3. Oh, Johnny's just a few points short. Yeah, he'll be able to level up in another couple battles. Because he's... Or wait, no. I was looking at the wrong table. He can level up right now. Yeah, so we'll get Johnny leveled up. And a Knight of the Crown. Oh, Amp is just under 500 experience points away. So she's nice and close, too. So, okay. So now we'll take all our money. And we're going to trade Johnny. Wait, what? It's a level 2 ranger. Oh, he's 70 points short. Jeepers. I looked at it twice and I looked at the wrong table both times. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that's gonna have to do. You still can't get any better weapons or armor. No, I just got the message I've been waiting on. So I am going to have to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to heal up. Memorize some those. And then just make sure nothing. Rest. Save. Okay, so I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to call the stream because I have to make some calls now. I've been waiting on a message from my lawyer all morning, well, actually since yesterday, and they just messaged me, so I got to call them, and then that's probably going to lead to some other calls. But I am going to leave you at this. We'll pick this up either later this week or next week, or I might do this in the evenings too. So I'll be. This is definitely a series that will be continuing on long term for me. So I will thank you all for coming out, and please come again, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.